We are learning more about killer Stephen Paddock's arsenal of guns.
Yeah, the owner of a popular Garland gun shop confirmed for us today that Paddock was a regular customer there. Our Steve Pickett live for us over at B&S Guns with that story. Steve?
Yeah, pretty forthright providing this conversation we had with the owner of this shop, saying, yes, he remembers this man, that he never viewed him as anyone that was odd or troubled, basically a collector. Every time he saw this man, and this dates back to 2010, he would simply define him as a man who spent money on high-end handguns.
It dawned on me about Monday morning when I started getting more information that he actually lived in Mesquite, Texas for a period.
Paul Paddock says he simply had a feeling, so he checked.
Looked in my database, and yeah, he certainly bought some firearms from us between 2010 and 2011.
A purchase of this high-powered handgun that fires rifle ammunition was made by Stephen Paddock, Paddock says. The man responsible for the mass shooting and killing of concert-goers outside a Las Vegas hotel spent thousands of dollars inside Paddock's B&S Guns, and his last visit here happened a year ago.
We asked him, hey, listen, you want to look at anything? He said, no, I used to buy from you guys all the time. He said, I have an out-of-state license, so he said, I can't purchase anything.
Paddock said he never sold Stephen Paddock semi-automatic weapons used in Sunday's attack. He remembers talking more with Paddock's girlfriend, Mary Lou Danley, than with Paddock.
He kind of knew where he wanted, the direction he was going, and what and how to get it. That was immediate. Personally, it just makes me sad because, you know, I wish I was the Monday morning quarterback and I could go back and turn time, but, you know, in the great state of Texas, we're allowed to purchase firearms, and he had a handgun license. There was no red flags.
It was that report that defined Stephen Paddock as a former resident of Mesquite, Texas, that had Mr. Paddock checking his records and confirming. He said the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms came to this location earlier this week, talked to him, looked at some of those records, and again, no indication that anything he purchased here was used in Las Vegas, but obviously this is still an ongoing process. Why would Mr. Paddock come back to this location last year? As you know, he lived at some point in time in Mesquite. We're just across the Garland-Mesquite line. His residence not too far from where I'm standing right now, and it's believed that Paddock's mother was living in this area back in 2016. Reporting live, Steve Pickett, CBS 11 News.